7 cosmic signs you're a Taurus soul with a multidimensional mission. Hey there, beautiful soul. Let me ask you something that might stir your heart a little. Have you ever felt like you're walking through life with this quiet, unshakable sense that you don't quite fit in? You're a Taurus, or maybe you adore Taurus energy, and you've built a stable life. A cozy home, a steady gig, yet there's this whisper inside that says, there's more to me than this. Does that sound like you? I'm Sophia, your cosmic guide and resident psychologist/astrologer here at Zodiac Wisdom. Welcome to our little corner of the universe, where we dive deep into the stars, the soul, and everything that makes you you. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and share it with a friend who needs a cosmic nudge. We're all about spreading love and light together. Today, I'm so excited to share something truly special with you. 7 cosmic signs you're a Taurus soul with a multidimensional mission. We're peeling back the layers of that grounded, earthy Taurus vibe to reveal something extraordinary, something that might just explain why you've always felt a little different. A little more. Stick with me until the end, because what you're about to discover could shift how you see yourself forever. It's that powerful. I promise. So, let's dive in together, no hesitation. Just curiosity and an open heart. And hey, if any of these signs hit home or spark something in you, drop a comment below and let me know. I can't wait to hear your story. Chapter 1. You don't fully identify with being human. Hey, gorgeous Taurus, or maybe you're just vibing with that Taurus energy. Let's start with something real. You've always had this deep, unshakable feeling that you're a little different. Not in a loud, flashy way, but in a quiet, bone-deep kind of way that's hard to put into words. You've built a life that looks picture perfect on the outside. Maybe you're freelancing from your cozy home office, running a small business with grit and grace, or holding down the fort as the heart of your family. You're the rock everyone leans on, right? That's classic Taurus, steady, reliable, the one who keeps it all together. But here's the thing, no matter how much you've tried to fit into the mold, going to school, clocking in at work, paying the bills, there's this nagging hum inside you. It's like you're playing a role in a play that's not quite your story. You've wondered, why does everyone else seem so comfortable just being human, when I feel like I'm from somewhere else entirely? If that's you, I see you, and I'm here to tell you, that's not a flaw, it's a gift. As a Taurus, ruled by Venus, you're wired to crave comfort, beauty, and stability. You love the feel of soft blankets, the smell of fresh-baked cookies, the security of a savings account with a little cushion. But beneath that earthy exterior, there's a soul that's ancient, vast, and, dare I say it, multidimensional. You're not just here to enjoy the pleasures of life, though you do that so well. You're here because your spirit resonates with frequencies higher than this 3D world, places where unity is the norm, where separation feels like a strange dream, and where love flows like a river without end. Think about it. Have you ever caught yourself staring out the window, lost in a daydream that feels more real than the room you're sitting in? Or maybe you felt a pang of homesickness for a place you've never been, like your soul's trying to phone home to the stars? That's not random, my friend. That's your multidimensional self whispering. Hey, remember me? We're not from around here. Earth, for you, is like a spiritual boot camp, a training ground where you're learning to ground your cosmic energy into a human body. And let me tell you, that's no small feat. I once worked with a lovely woman named Karen. She's 45. A Taurus through and through, and an incredible mom who's been running her household like a pro for years. She came to me feeling stuck, saying, Sophia, I've got everything I wanted, a stable life, a happy family, but why'd I feel so out of place? We dug into her chart, and it hit me, her Taurus sun was squared by Uranus, sparking this electric, otherworldly energy. Turns out, she'd always been sensitive to the moods in her home, like she could feel her kids' worries before they even said a word. Once she leaned into that, stopped fighting it, and saw it as her superpower, she started using it to bring even more peace to her family. She told me, I finally feel like I'm not just surviving, I'm living my purpose. That's what I want for you, too. You're not too sensitive, or too dreamy, for this world. You're a Taurus with a cosmic twist. And that's your strength. The trick is to stop seeing that sense of not belonging as a burden and start embracing it as a clue. Your soul didn't sign up for a small, ordinary life, it chose this earth gig to bring something bigger, something sacred, into form. So here's my advice, straight from the heart. Next time you feel that disconnect, don't push it away, sit with it, grab a cup of tea, your favorite mug, of course. Because Taurus deserves the best, and journal about it. Ask yourself, what am I longing for? What feels like home to me? You might be surprised at what comes up. Maybe it's a memory that doesn't fit this lifetime. Or a vision of a world where everything just makes sense. That's your multidimensional soul talking. And it's got wisdom to share. You're not alone in this, either. So many Taurus souls I've met, whether they're juggling freelance gigs, nurturing their kids, or tending to their Etsy shop, feel this same pull. It's like you're all part of a secret club, quietly carrying this ancient knowing while the world buzzes on around you. And guess what? That's exactly what makes you so special. You're not just human, you're a bridge between realms. And this crazy, beautiful planet is lucky to have you. So, tell me, does this ring true for you? Have you ever felt like you're playing a human role but starring in a cosmic story? Let's keep this journey going. 6 more signs are waiting. And I can't wait to see how they light you up. Chapter 2. You have multidimensional perception. Alright, my beautiful Taurus soul, or maybe you're just vibing with that Taurus magic. Let's dive into something that might make your heart skip a beat. Have you ever had that moment where you just know something without knowing how? Maybe you were a kid staring at the stars, feeling a presence no one else noticed. Or maybe you've walked into a room and instantly picked up on the tension, like you're reading a story no one's telling out loud. If that's you, listen up. That's not just your Taurus intuition kicking in. That's your multidimensional perception waking up. And it's one of the most incredible gifts you carry. As a Taurus, you're ruled by Venus, the planet of love, beauty, and, here's the secret sauce, sensitivity. Sure, people see you as practical, grounded, the one who keeps the ship steady. But beneath that calm exterior, you've got this radar for things others miss. Maybe you've had dreams that felt like movies, vivid, wild, sometimes even predicting what's coming next in your life. Or perhaps you've caught yourself feeling someone's emotions so deeply it's like they're your own. Sound familiar? That's your soul tuning into frequencies beyond this 3D world, 4D, 5D, maybe even higher, and it's been with you since day one. I'll let you in on a little cosmic truth. This isn't a weakness. Even if the world's made you feel that way, you're not too much or too sensitive, you're a superpower in human form. That ability to sense what's unseen. It's like you're picking up signals from other dimensions, other timelines, other versions of you. And for a Taurus, that's pure gold. Venus doesn't just give you a love for pretty things, it gives you eyes to see beauty in the invisible, ears to hear whispers from the universe, and a heart that feels it all. Let me tell you about Sarah. She's 48. A Taurus freelancer who designs gorgeous handmade jewelry from her little apartment in Oregon. When she came to me, she was frustrated, saying, "Sophia, I keep having these dreams that feel so real. And I swear I know things before they happen, like when a client's about to cancel or when a big order's coming. Am I losing it?" We looked at her chart. And there it was, her Taurus Sun trine Neptune, the planet of dreams and intuition. I told her, "Sarah, you're not crazy, you're tapped in." She started trusting those hunches, even writing her dreams down each morning. Guess what? One dream led her to pivot her business to a new design that sold out in a week. She texted me later, "I feel like I've unlocked a secret part of myself." That's what I want for you, too. Those moments when you felt off or overwhelmed by what you pick up. That's not a glitch, it's your system trying to run on a higher bandwidth than most people even know exists. You're not just living in the here and now, you're feeling echoes from the past, glimpses of the future, maybe even whispers from parallel lives. And as a Taurus, you've got this gorgeous ability to ground that cosmic energy into something real, something tangible. Here's my practical, Taurus-friendly advice: lean into it. Sweetheart, next time you get that gut feeling, that shiver down your spine, or that dream you can't shake, Don't brush it off. Grab a notebook, maybe one with a pretty cover. Because you deserve it, and jot it down. Ask yourself, what's this telling me? What do I already know that I'm not saying out loud? You might start noticing patterns, like how your random hunches line up with what happens next. That's your multidimensional self guiding you. And it's stronger than you think. And hey, if you've ever felt alone in this, like no one gets why you're so tuned in, know that you're not. I've met so many Taurus women just like you, the freelance writer who senses her clients' needs before they do. The stay-at-home mom who knows when her kid's hiding a worry. The small business owner who feels the energy shift before a big sale. You're all picking up the same cosmic station. And it's beautiful. So, tell me, have you had those moments where you just knew something? No explanation needed? That's your superpower, my friend, and it's only the beginning. Let's keep going. There's more magic waiting for you in the next sign. Chapter 3. You feel a deep, unexplainable mission in your soul. Hey there, my radiant Taurus, or maybe you're just drawn to that steady Taurus glow. Let's talk about that fire inside you. You know the one I mean, that quiet, burning feeling that's always been there. Even when life's good, you've got the stable job, the cozy home, maybe a little side hustle or a family you pour your heart into, everything a Taurus could dream of. Right? But deep down, there's this restlessness, this pull, like you're meant for something bigger, something you can't quite name. If that's ringing bells, oh honey, you're not alone, that's your soul's mission calling. And it's as real as the ground beneath your feet. As a Taurus, you're all about roots, building a life that's solid, secure, something you can touch and trust. That's your superpower, thanks to Venus keeping you anchored in the here and now. But here's where it gets juicy, that stubborn, determined streak of yours? It's not just about holding onto what's comfortable. It's fuel for a mission that's been humming in your bones since before you can remember. Even when you're sipping coffee on a quiet Sunday or checking off your to-do list. There's this voice whispering, you're here for more, you're here to do something. And the craziest part? You don't even need to know what it is yet, it's already alive in you. This isn't about chasing some wild, impractical dream, that's not your Taurus style. It's deeper than that, it's a knowing that you came here to shift something, to leave a mark, to be a presence that changes the game. Maybe it's through the way you love, the way you create, or the way you show up every day with that quiet strength. Whatever it is, it's big, and it's yours. That restlessness? That's your soul contract vibrating, reminding you that you didn't sign up to just coast, you're here to transform the world. One grounded step at a time. I'll never forget Lisa, she's 50. A Taurus small business owner who runs a little bakery in Colorado. She came to me feeling stuck, saying, Sophia, I've got a good life, my shop's thriving. My kids are grown, but I can't shake this feeling that I'm missing something huge. We dug into her chart. And her Taurus sun was conjunct Jupiter, big energy, big purpose. I asked her, what lights you up beyond the everyday? She lit up talking about how her baking brought people together. So, she started hosting little workshops, teaching others to bake, sharing stories, building community. Last I heard, she's got a wait list and a smile that won't quit. She told me, I finally feel like I'm doing what I came here for. That's the magic I see in you. 2. You don't have to have it all figured out, that's not how this works. Your mission isn't a checklist, it's a frequency, a vibe you carry, and as a Taurus, you've got this incredible gift of making the intangible real. Maybe it's through your art, your words, your hugs, whatever it is. When you lean into that pull, you're not just living, you're activating something sacred. Here's my heartfelt advice, start small. Because that's your Taurus superpower. Next time that fire flickers, don't ignore it. Ask yourself, what's one tiny step I can take today that feels right? Maybe it's writing a note to someone you love, planting a seed, literal or figurative, or saying yes to a chance that scares you a little. Trust that nudge, it's your soul pointing the way. You don't need the whole map yet, you just need to move. Your mission will reveal itself as you go, I promise. And listen, you're in good company. I've seen this in so many Taurus women, the freelancer who feels called to mentor others, the mom who knows she's raising world changers, the retiree who's suddenly itching to paint again. That fire's in all of you. And it's not going anywhere. It's your cosmic compass, guiding you to become the fullest, truest version of yourself. So, what about you? Have you felt that spark? That itch for something more? Let's keep this journey rolling, the next sign's waiting to light you up even brighter. Chapter 4. You've experienced extreme polarity in this life. Hey, my incredible Taurus soul, or maybe you're just soaking up that Taurus strength. Let's get real for a minute. Life hasn't always been a smooth ride for you, has it? You've been through some storms, deep losses, heart-wrenching moments, maybe even times when you felt like you were breaking apart only to rebuild yourself stronger. It's like your story reads like a myth, full of highs that touch the sky and lows that plunge into the shadows. If that's you, take a deep breath with me, because this isn't a coincidence. It's a cosmic sign that you're a multidimensional Taurus, and those extremes? They're part of your mission. As a Taurus, you're built like the earth itself, solid, enduring, unshakable. Venus wraps you in this gorgeous resilience, this ability to plant your feet and say, I'm still here. But here's the twist. That strength isn't just for holding steady, it's for carrying you through the wildest polarities life can throw at you. Trauma, grief, cycles of endings and new beginnings, they've shaped you in ways that feel almost larger than life. And I know it's been heavy, sweetheart, but what if I told you that you chose this path, not because you love the struggle, but because you're here to turn pain into power, for yourself and everyone you touch? See, a multidimensional soul like yours doesn't take the easy road. You signed up for the deep end because you've got this rare, alchemical gift, the ability to take the raw, messy stuff of life and transform it into light. Every time you've fallen and gotten back up, you've done more than just survive, you've rewritten what's possible. You're not just healing your own heart, you're healing your family line, your community, maybe even timelines you can't see. That's the Taurus magic. You ground the cosmic into the everyday, making miracles out of mud. Let me share a story about Maria. She's 43, a Taurus artist living in Texas. When we met, she was still reeling from losing her mom, a wound that hit her hard. Sophia, she said, I've been through so much: divorce, loss, starting over. Why does it feel like I'm carrying the world? Her chart showed a Taurus sun opposite Pluto, intensity dialed up to 11. I told her, Maria, you're not cursed, you're a healer in disguise. She started painting through her grief, pouring those extremes into her art. Last month, she messaged me, my first gallery show sold out. And people said my work helped them feel again. That's the power of your polarity, it doesn't just break you, it builds something new. And that's you, too. Those moments when you felt shattered? They're not the end of the story, they're the beginning of your light. As a Taurus, you've got this stubborn, beautiful will to rise, and every time you do, you shift the energy around you. It's not fluffy spiritual talk, it's real. Your DNA holds memories of strength from other dimensions, and when you choose to keep going, you're collapsing old pain and sparking new hope. You're a living testament to what's possible. Here's my advice, straight from my heart to yours. Stop seeing your struggles as punishment, they're your teachers. Next time you're hit with a memory or a tough day, sit with it like the grounded Taurus you are. Light a candle, maybe one with a scent you love, because you deserve that comfort, and ask, what's this showing me? How can I grow from this? Maybe journal it out, or just breathe through it. You don't have to fix it all at once, just let it soften. That's how you alchemize it, slowly, surely, in true Taurus style. You're not alone in this, either. I've seen it in so many Taurus women, the freelancer who turned a burnout breakdown into a thriving coaching gig, the mom who used her divorce pain to raise fierce, kind kids, the retiree who found purpose after loss by volunteering. You all share this incredible capacity to rise from the ashes, and it's breathtaking. So, what's your story? Have you felt those extremes and wondered why? You're not just surviving them, you're transforming them. And that's pure Taurus gold. Let's keep going, the next sign's waiting to lift you even higher. Chapter 5. Time works differently for you. Hey there, my radiant Taurus, or maybe you're just loving that Taurus vibe. Let's talk about something that might make you smile and nod. Does time ever feel weird to you? Like one minute it's racing by, years slipping through your fingers like sand, and the next, A single afternoon stretches out forever. Heavy with meaning? Maybe you've even caught yourself thinking, I feel like I've lived a dozen lives in this one body. If that's hitting home, oh honey, you're not imagining it. That's your multidimensional Taurus soul playing with time. And it's a sign of your cosmic depth. As a Taurus, you're the queen of the slow and steady. Venus has you savoring every bite of life. Every moment of calm. You're the one who lingers over a good meal. Who builds routines you can count on. But here's where it gets wild. Beneath that grounded rhythm, your relationship with time isn't linear, it's layered. Sometimes a day feels like a week, other times a memory hits you so hard it's like you're reliving it from another life. That's because you're not bound by clocks and calendars the way most people are. Your soul's dancing across parallel realities, pulling wisdom from past selves, future yous, and maybe even versions of you happening right now, somewhere else. Ever had that déjà vu moment where you swear you've been here before, even though you haven't? Or maybe you felt bone tired for no reason, like you've been working overtime in a dream you can't recall? That's your multidimensional self at play. You're not just living this life, you're weaving through many. And your Taurus roots give you the strength to hold it all. It's why you might know things you shouldn't, like a sudden hunch that turns out right, or feel ancient. Even when you're just 40-something sipping tea on your porch. I'll tell you about Janet, she's 47. A Taurus stay-at-home mom from Virginia. She came to me puzzled, saying, Sophia, time feels off. Some days drag like I'm stuck. And others fly by like I'm not even here. Her chart had a Taurus Sun trine Saturn, timeless energy with a twist. I asked her, do you ever feel like you've lived this before? She nodded, teary-eyed, and said, all the time. We worked on trusting that odd flow. And she started noticing how those slow days led her to big decisions, like teaching her kids patience or starting a garden that's now her pride and joy. She told me, I'm not fighting time anymore, I'm riding it. That's what I want for you. too. You're not broken when time feels strange, you're tapped into something bigger. As a Taurus, you've got this gift of grounding those cosmic waves into your daily life, making them work for you. It's not about rushing to keep up, it's about trusting your own rhythm, even when it doesn't match the world's. Here's my down-to-earth advice: stop stressing about the clock. My love, next time time feels wonky, too fast, too slow, too something, pause and tune in. Grab a comfy spot, maybe with a blanket, because Taurus deserves cozy, and ask, what's my soul doing right now? What's it trying to show me? Maybe meditate for 5 minutes, or just sit with it. You might feel a nudge, like rest or move, and that's your multidimensional self steering you. Trust it, your timing's divine, even if it's not normal. And you're in good company. I've met Taurus women who feel this all the time: the freelancer who senses when to launch a project, the mom who knows when to push or pull back, the retiree who feels her past lives in quiet moments. You're all living beyond the ticking seconds. And it's stunning. So, what's your time story? Ever felt it bend or stretch in ways that surprise you? You're not just keeping time, you're rewriting it. And the next sign's ready to take you even deeper. Chapter 6. You often feel like 2 or more people inside. Hey, my gorgeous Taurus soul, or maybe you're just basking in that Taurus glow. Let's sit with something that might feel so familiar it gives you chills. Do you ever feel like there's more than one you inside? One part of you is this grounded, practical Taurus, paying the bills, tending your garden, keeping life humming along. Then there's this other part, deep, cosmic, maybe even a little wild, that dreams of stars, feels ancient wisdom in your bones, and aches for something beyond the everyday. If you've ever felt torn between those sides, like an angel and a shadow sharing the same skin, oh, honey, that's a sign of your multidimensional magic. As a Taurus, you're ruled by Venus, which gives you this beautiful duality: a love for the tangible, soft fabrics, warm meals, a steady paycheck, and a quiet pull toward the unseen. You're the rock everyone counts on. But there's a mystic in you, too, a part that wonders about life's mysteries, that feels bigger than the roles you play. Maybe you've caught yourself flipping between feeling divine, like you could heal the world, and totally human, lost, messy, unsure. That push-pull? It's not a flaw, it's your superpower. Because you're a bridge between worlds. And that's where your strength lives. Here's the thing. Society's told us to pick a side, be practical or spiritual. Grounded or dreamy. But you're both. And that's your gift. You're not meant to choose, you're meant to weave those parts together. That grounded Taurus tenacity lets you take the cosmic stuff, the big feelings, the soul whispers, and root it into something real. You're not just floating in the ether, you're bringing it down to earth, where it can bloom. And when you stop fighting that inner tug of war, you become a force, a quiet, radiant one, that heals just by being you. Let me tell you about Emily. She's 46. A Taurus freelancer who runs a little graphic design biz from her home in California. She came to me feeling split, saying, "Sophia, some days I'm all about deadlines and clients. And others I just want to meditate and stare at the ocean. What's wrong with me?" Her chart had a Taurus Sun square moon in Pisces, earth and water. Logic and soul, clashing and dancing. I told her, "Emily, you're not broken, you're whole in a way most people can't imagine." She started blending her worlds, designing while listening to guided meditations, and found her work got richer. Her clients happier. She emailed me, "I feel like I'm finally me. All of me. That's what I see in you." 2. You don't have to hide one side to honor the other. That human part, the one that cries, doubts, stumbles, it's just as sacred as the cosmic part that knows you're infinite. Together, they make you a paradox in motion. A Taurus who can sip tea in the morning and channel the universe by noon. When you embrace that, you don't just heal yourself, you send out a frequency that lifts everyone around you. Without even trying. Here's my heartfelt, Taurus-approved advice. Stop judging those two sides and start loving them. Next time you feel that split, maybe you're juggling a work call and a sudden urge to daydream, pause and breathe. Grab something cozy, a blanket, a warm mug, and ask, how can these parts work together today? Maybe it's sketching while you brainstorm, or praying while you cook dinner. Let them dance, not fight. You're not too much, you're just right. And the world needs your whole, beautiful mess. You're not alone in this, either. I've met Taurus women who live this every day, the freelancer balancing spreadsheets and tarot, the mom teaching her kids math and mindfulness, the retiree gardening and stargazing. You're all bridges, and it's stunning. So, have you felt that inner duo tugging at you? You're not split, you're whole. And the next sign's going to light that up even more. Chapter 7. You know love is the only real thing. Hey there, my radiant Taurus, or maybe you're just drawn to that Taurus heart. Let's close this journey with something that might make your soul sing. Deep down, you've always known there's one truth that outshines everything else: love. Not the mushy, movie script kind, though you do love a good rom-com with popcorn. Don't you? I'm talking about that pure, cosmic frequency, the one you feel in a quiet sunset, a hug from someone you cherish, or those still moments when the world fades and you just know. If that's you, oh sweetheart, that's the ultimate sign of your multidimensional Taurus soul. Venus rules you, and she's not just about luxury or romance, she's the queen of connection. The heartbeat of the universe. As a Taurus, you feel love like it's woven into your DNA, not as something you chase, but something you are. You've sensed it in the rustle of leaves, the laughter of your kids, the silence after a long day. It's why betrayal cuts you so deep, why cruelty throws you off, why apathy feels like a betrayal of life itself. You remember a place, a dimension, maybe, where love is the default. And you're here to bring that frequency back to earth. This isn't fluffy talk, it's your mission. You're not just here to enjoy love's comforts, though your cozy home says you're a pro at that. You're here to embody it, to radiate it, to remind the world what's real. Every time you choose kindness over anger, patience over rush, presence over distraction, you're anchoring that cosmic love into this messy, beautiful planet. And as a Taurus, you've got this knack for making it practical, turning a hug, a meal, a smile into a ripple that heals more than you know. I'll share a story about Diane. She's 52, a Taurus who's spent years raising her family in Ohio. She came to me after a rough patch, saying, "Sophia, I've always felt love is everything, but life's worn me down. Am I naive?" Her Taurus Sun conjunct Venus screamed, "No way." I told her, Diane, you're not naive, you're a lighthouse. She started small, cooking for neighbors, writing letters to her grandkids, and it snowballed. She told me, people say I've brought them back to life. And I'm healing, too. That's your power, love as a force, not a fantasy. And that's you, too. You felt this truth in your quiet moments, maybe tending your plants, holding space for a friend, or just being still. It's why you're here, not to preach, but to be loved so fully that it wakes others up. Your Taurus roots make it real. You don't just talk about it, you live it, grounding that cosmic frequency into every step you take. Here's my loving advice, make it your daily practice. My dear, you don't need grand gestures, Venus loves the simple stuff. Next time you feel that spark of love, in nature, in a conversation, pause and soak it in. Then share it. Cook something delicious. Call someone you miss, or just smile at a stranger. That's your multidimensional mission in action, small acts that shift the world. You're not here to fix everything, you're here to remind us what matters. And you're doing it already. You're in good company, too. I've seen Taurus women like you everywhere, the freelancer who pours love into her clients, the mom who heals her family with every meal, the retiree whose garden feeds her whole block. You all know love's the real deal. And it's breathtaking. So, when have you felt that cosmic love most? You're not just feeling it, you're living it. And that's the Taurus gift we've been building to all along. Well, my beautiful Taurus souls, and all you lovely folks vibing with that Taurus energy, we've just walked through something truly special together. Haven't we? We've uncovered 7 cosmic signs you're a Taurus soul with a multidimensional mission, from that quiet feeling of not quite belonging, to your uncanny perception, that burning sense of purpose, the wild ups and downs, your quirky dance with time, the 2, or more, selves inside you, and that deep knowing that love is the only real thing. If any of these hit home, take a moment to let it sink in. You're not just hearing this, you're feeling it. Because it's already in you. Let me say this loud and clear, you're extraordinary. You're not just a woman juggling freelance gigs, running a small business, nurturing your family, or savoring life's simple joys. You're a cosmic force wrapped in a Taurus heart. You've got this grounded strength that holds everything together, and a soul that reaches across dimensions to bring light where it's needed most. I see you, the way you keep going, the way you love so fiercely, the way you turn chaos into beauty, and I'm in awe. You're not here by accident, you're here because the universe knew it needed someone exactly like you. So, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these signs resonated deepest? Maybe it's that restless mission tugging at your soul, or the way love feels like your North Star. Drop a comment below and share what lit you up. Your story matters, and I can't wait to read it. This isn't the end, my friends, it's just the beginning. If you're a Taurus, or you're curious about someone who is, stick with me here at Zodiac Wisdom. We're on a journey together, unpacking the stars, the soul, and all the magic that makes you you. There's so much more to explore. Think of this as the first step on a path that's going to surprise and delight you. We're building a community of cosmic dreamers and grounded doers, and you're a vital part of it. The best is yet to come, I promise. Here's my final nudge, straight from my heart to yours. You don't have to wait for permission to shine. You're already a multidimensional Taurus soul, strong, sensitive, and so deeply alive. Take that next step, whether it's trusting your intuition, loving a little louder, or just resting in your own worth, because every move you make ripples out and changes everything. You're not just living a life, you're weaving a legacy of light. And the world is better for it. So go out there, my radiant friend, walk with that quiet Taurus power, that cosmic sparkle in your eyes, and know that you're enough. Right here, right now, the universe believes in you. I believe in you, and it's time you believed in yourself. 2. Keep shining, keep rising, and I'll see you in the next video for more of this incredible journey together. You've got this, and you're never alone.